Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sylvia's Episode Talk. Today, I have a very special guest who I've admired in the community pretty well since I started. She is super amazing. She's won many creators contests. She's super talented and just literally probably one of the most amazing people in the community. Let's welcome Jay Miley. Hello.
Hi.
I gave you an intro. I am personally a big fan of The Wall and pretty well all your stories you've written. Like, I love them and they're very, very inspirational. And yeah, I'm like, I just love your work.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. So we'll jump right into the questions here. So, how long have you been a part of the community?
I joined the episode community um, around March of 2017.
Wow, that's really incredible. You've been on you were literally on that app a year after I got on.
Yeah,
Like literally a few months.
I had been reading on the app for a while.
Mhm.
I actually had downloaded the app, read back in Campus Crush and Real Hollywood days back in the old classic version.
Oh my god, yeah.
And yeah, and some other things happened and I kind of just put the app away for a while, and then I reopened it about, ink was out, and then I saw something about writing your own story, and so I decided to write my own story.
That is cool. And is that first story still on the app?
No, actually, my very first story, I really hope that one day I can rewrite it.
Mhm.
But it was a historical type, historical fiction story, um, that it really helped me learn a lot.
Mhm.
Um, but I got to the point where I just really got inspired to write another story, and so I'd put it on hold, and I ended up deleting the whole thing, um, and said, "I'll rewrite this later."
Mhm. So you pretty well hit it from your profile, got rid of links so
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
can access it except for you,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm sure like 90% of us do. Episodes should really have that option for later on when you're writing the story and you either just lose interest or you don't want to continue it, that you can either make have a discontinue option or a delete option.
Well, you can archive it, which is what I did with this story, is it's
Yeah,
completely archived. So you can't find it on the app at all.
which is great.
Yeah.
I still have my first story ever on the app, which was called The Secret. It is still on the app, and I was working on the second season. I will eventually get that all updated and published all in one go, so that way I don't have to constantly update it. But one day.
Yeah. Though, back when I was writing this story, we didn't have access to custom overlays. Like we couldn't upload our
Yeah.
own overlays,
Oh, I remember
and
that.
it was set in the early 1800s, and so horses and stuff were part of it, and so I had to make backgrounds and stuff, and so now that I'm at a place, directing wise, that I can do that kind of stuff, um, really I, I just need to find a time to sit down and rewrite it. uh, Finish some other things first, though.
Oh, of course. Which, by the way, like your directing is amazing. You definitely will have to teach me sometime. Some
Oh,
of
thank
like
you.
for the fairy wings, for the horses, like it's amazing. Like I know you
It's
helped me with the wolf with the Crimson Keeper, which is really cool, and I give you credit in that every single time, which is awesome. But definitely, yeah. You're definitely the directing queen out of the two of us.
It's just a lot of playing around. I do a lot of playing in the portal and experimenting.
Mhm. Perfect. So, can you tell us, or for those who kind of don't know who you are, we're just, finding out who you are. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know you in the community, but for those who don't, can you tell us a little bit about yourself for them?
Okay, well, J Miley. Obviously, that's a shortened version of my name. A lot of people call me Jen. I'm 37, so I'm kind of in the older group.
I'm in the older
Um,
group too. I'm 26.
I am married. Been
Oh,
married for almost 12 years now.
oh,
Um,
congratulations.
I have two children.
Oh,
Um, I live in the state of Oklahoma in the United States. It's like right in the smack dab middle of the United States. And
hmm.
the town, living in a university town, I actually work for the university, is
Oh,
smack
cool.
dab in the middle, well, north central part of the state. Um, I am a United States Army veteran. I actually served from 2001 to 2007. Um, I am my profession, I'm not a professional writer. My profession, I'm a registered veterinary technician. It's a lot of people don't know what that is. It's kind of like a nurse, except for animals, except we do a lot of different things that nurses aren't allowed to do.
Hmm.
I work primarily with large animals, farm animals and horses. So um, I do that because I grew up on a cattle ranch in Oklahoma. I showed
Hmm.
horses growing up. So that's a little bit about my history. Uh, One of the reasons I started writing on episode is
Hmm.
I always, struggled with my mental health. I even, oddly enough, I won a state speech tournament when I was in high school for an original oratory. So it's a speech that you write yourself and then you give competitively. And it
Hmm.
was actually about suicide. So mental health has always
Wow.
been a big part of my life. But it wasn't until 2005 that I was actually diagnosed with mental health problems. So
Hmm.
um, in 2014, I was in a pretty serious car accident.